What's good, YouTube? Back at it again with another video. I'm here with my bro Vexo up in the chat. You feel me?
Yeah.
Feel me? We in here. We reacting to Nintendo Switch 2 unboxing and first gameplay. Feel me? This is the first time, you feel me? I'm seeing the unboxing. I might have seen, yeah, I've seen gameplay already. You feel me? I'm pretty sure everybody has seen gameplay, but the unboxing I have not seen. So I got my dog here. You feel me? Marquise. You feel me? I got him here, like always, reacting. And like always, I'm always reacting, not only with just me, but my brother, you feel me, to these videos. But without further ado, let's get right straight into it. You feel me? Let's go.
Hold on, wait. Before you go.
Subscribe, 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 subscribe. This percentage is looking crazy, but God willing, if you want to subscribe, go ahead and subscribe. Comment, like, link tree in the description. Subscribe!
Let's go.
All right, it's finally here. Nintendo sent this box over, and inside this box is our Nintendo Switch 2. It's our $449 Nintendo Switch 2. Actually, there's a bunch of stuff in this box. There is the Nintendo Switch 2 plus the Mario Kart World
$449.
bundle. That's $499. There's also a Switch
500
2
plus
camera in
tax.
here, which is $55. There's also a
What happened?
500 plus tax.
I don't know.
Switch 2 Pro
That's sick.
controller, which is $85. And there's a physical copy of Mario Kart World, which would be $80 if you got one, which we'll need to play today because the digital copy doesn't work until tomorrow. So,
Dang.
kind of a pricey box, but let's just jump in. With none other than our Ridge MKBHD knife, of course. Oh, and also, by the way, you've noticed I have over here a Switch 1 and a Switch 1 OLED, because I've gotten to compare like back and forth between seeing one and seeing the other, but I want to look at them next to each other. So let's jump in. Here's the Switch 2 Pro controller. Switch 2. Mario Kart World.
Boxes are
There it
already
is.
bigger than the original.
Switch 2 camera, and of course a little bit of extra information. They always give us a little PDF so we know what's going on, but that's it. So of course first we should get into the console itself. That's all anyone's really here for anyway, so there you go. That's the box you're going to see in stores and Best Buy and everything.
That's nice.
There they are, right on top, the big new Joy-Cons.
Oh shoot, it is really big.
And then of course the
Mouse
console itself.
Joy-Con. Mouse slash Joy-Con.
It looks a little bigger every time I see it. Nice big 7.9-inch screen, thin bezels, pretty sleek. There you go. USB-C port on top. Got those pins on the side. We'll talk more about those in a second. But yeah, that's the console right there. But what else comes in this box here? HDMI cable, nice. And then of course your two attachments for the Joy-Cons. And the wrist straps, and that's it for here. This is a wall plug, single USB-C port on that. USB Type-C cable, so that's your charger right here. Here's your little hub to attach both Joy-Cons. Last but not least, the dock with the fans in it that does 4K out to the TV with this new shape. I think first thing I want to do is just attach the Joy-Cons. That's the thing that I miss. When I first got to see those magnetic Joy-Cons, it's just so satisfying. This little mechanism here that pops a Joy-Con off of the Switch.
Oh wow, they actually have a mechanism.
Super well, but if you just press it a little, it detaches just like that, and then you just pull. So that's nice. I kind of wonder how durable these pins are, if they're gonna break. I've been told they have a little bit of give on purpose so that if you do knock up against it or drop it or something, it won't instantly break. Now these here are the little bumpers because you might actually end up using these a little bit more often, at least if the games support the new feature where the Joy-Cons can be used as a mouse. These little things, they're also made of plastic, a little bit of give to them, but they're still pretty sturdy. And they attach to the Joy-Cons themselves. So, if I throw this bumper on here, just like that, hooks on the bottom, and there you go. So there's your Joy-Cons. as mice,
nice.
Sensor
and also
on
with the
there.
bumpers on if you wanted to handhold your
I assume
controller.
that's a sensor.
Everybody's used to this experience. But I have some other unboxings to get to, so I'm gonna do these too. Let's do the camera first. So some of you may remember Nintendo's Connect event where they showed this new camera. Basically, while you're doing gameplay, you hit this new C button, and it opens this share menu, and it's supposed to be this much more social
Camera.
console where you can.
I'll be honest, Nintendo. What is the point of that camera?
I know.
It looks so
no sense.
garbage. Why? Just why?
Share your gameplay with other people at the same time, or even share a video feed of your face, which is overlaid over your gameplay, to someone else who is playing at the same time.
That's
Could be
cool, but
I
it's
don't even
like,
know if
bro.
you might be able to live stream that feed. I'm not exactly sure if you want to do that, but this is that. tiny little
Even he
camera,
knows.
And yep, it's just.
I
this
mean, if that's
tiny
all
and
you got, man.
Facts.
as I
If that's all you
remember,
got, that's
and
cool.
another
But
USB Type-C cable for that. There's this little bezel around the front that lets you manually, physically open and close it. You got that?
Mute the
That's
camera.
nice. So we got our
I
Pro
mean-
controller here, which is going to be sick for some games. I don't know
Yeah.
if I'm going to use this for Mario
that
Kart,
camera needs to
but
be freaking
it
banished
is your
from the
$85
freaking company.
controller.
Talk about mute.
USB Type-C cable to USB Type-A on the other end. Oh, it's kind of heavy.
Oh, that looks nice.
It's got
Ooh,
some
looks sleek.
weight to it that I didn't actually expect. Everything else is obviously mostly plastic.
Yeah, because the
and so is this
old
controller,
controllers
but it
was
does have
hella
this
light.
central weight where I'm sure battery and haptics all are. So, okay. Switch 2. I'm going to put these Joy-Cons back on and fire it up for the first time. That's so much faster than before. Also, the dock here is nice because you can just, ideally, pop it
Yeah,
in.
that looks nice.
There's a little bit of wiggle, a little bit of give. It's not too bad. This is the Switch 1 dock, which didn't really have any give at all. So I'm a little surprised to see so much wiggle. I think it's about time to start playing some games. Power button. Oh yeah.
Nintendo.
Got a little dirt on it.
Oh nah.
Speakers are bigger. It's crisp. English, yes. The Americas, yes. Accept the agreement, yes. Okay, about to download update data. I heard about this day one update.
It's
You
like
can continue
Samsung
setting it up while the
UI.
update downloads.
UI.
Sure. What time zone am I in? Okay. New LA, York. Last thing I want to do is just get a look at this physical game because the cartridge
It's in New
slots
York?
at the top. Where's my original?
Yeah, I think he's from
So if
New
I
York.
were to, in the future, maybe not get the
I wonder
bundle
where,
at
though.
launch, but get the
I like
physical Mario Kart World game.
Syracuse or like upstate.
This is what one of those nice cartridges is gonna look like. Alright. So much plastic. This is a massive
For
package.
no reason. Like,
Just
why
one
they don't
little
give the
thing.
games like they used to,
Right
bro?
here, but this is the game.
They could have made it like the
These are
DS.
pins.
The
You remember the
DS
small?
ones.
You remember the small
Yeah.
There
things, bro?
we go. MKBHD is logged in. Very nice.
What is this lo-fi?
More users can be added if the system will be used. by
That's
other
in the
people.
that's the thing.
Good to know.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
know it's
Switch.
integrated. That's what I'm
Controls.
saying.
Psych. Don't have any cards to add, but I would if I did.
That's like
And
when
then
you boot up the
select
PS4.
Complete. Hit home. Great. First look at the home screen on the Switch too.
Yeah, nah.
So I can
Yeah, it's a
obviously
little
jump in
different.
and download an
I
app.
gotta hear that every time I boot up.
The move is
Matt, you gotta load up just like that every single time. I'll be crashing out, bro.
It's like
Nah,
if
I
I'm
don't think-
loading
I don't
up
think-
a
I don't think you have
leapfrog,
to. I don't think so.
leapfrog leap pad, bro.
I don't think so.
software update's available. It'll download now.
They didn't even change
But I'd
the
like to start the software.
the menu screen.
It's me.
No, they did a little bit.
Sorry, I should say. It's a me.
Barely, bro.
This new bigger
Oh,
screen.
nah.
7.9-inch display looks way better. 120
Maybe the
hertz
camera
is
is kind of
so
messing
much
it up a
better.
little bit.
It looks good though for what it is.
Speakers down.
I think his camera's just blurry because he's zooming in.
I'm getting carried away. What I should be doing is comparing it to the other switches. So I'm going to do that real quick, just because we actually have them all side by side. So this is the Switch 1. This is my Switch 1. It's also a colorware Switch 1, so that's why it looks a little different. It's got the paint all over the Joy-Cons and the back, and it looks super sweet. But this is the old kickstand, and this is the old Switch 1 size. This is the new Switch kickstand, and the new Switch size. The thickness is roughly the same, but obviously much bigger screen, much better looking screen, higher refresh rate,
Bro.
more storage. The whole
All they did was literally make the screen a tad bit bigger and took away that blockage they got of black on like right next. You know what I'm talking about, right? That's surrounding the
Yeah,
screen.
yeah.
That they literally just did that.
The border.
Like, bro.
whole deal.
Not that I'm
I
saying
mean,
it's
it's just like
bad,
an
but it's like,
upgraded
His
Switch
days
OLED.
Switch
To be
OLED,
honest,
which they did upgrade some other things on. Obviously, it's an OLED display, but it also has this full width kickstand. See, this is the difference that we're talking about. This is the Switch OLED on the bottom.
yeah, it's
Switch
bigger,
not
OLED
that
on the
different,
top.
bro.
but the border is
This is how
basically
so many
the
times
same
in
size. Because
even
look at the
smartphone
border.
world and the
I
tablet
know.
world, where we say, oh, you know, we're nerds, we're really pixel peeping, we really want to see a higher fidelity, better looking display. But at the end of the day, most people just want a bigger screen,
Facts.
and
You're not
that's what
wrong.
the Switch 2 is delivering. We also fully expect, if we're being reasonable, there's probably going to be a Switch 2 OLED at some point in the next like 2 years or something. So I wouldn't be shocked when that shows up, and that's even more expensive, but that's a bigger OLED display that's also 120 hertz and looks amazing. And they might even do some other things that upgrade the console. Like, they weren't afraid of a new kickstand design and some other things for Switch OLED. But yeah. Oh god, I didn't actually think this through.
It looks nice.
That is fun. Yeah, these Joy-Cons are so much better than the old ones. Here, I'll just show you. Since we have them, we can actually do a direct comparison.
Look at
You have
that.
to pull
Ugh.
a little pin in,
Ugh.
slot it up
Look
like
how
that.
hard you gotta slide that out, bro.
And first of all,
It's not that
it's
bad.
larger, which does
Yeah,
make a
it is.
difference. It's a little
It
more
is.
organized.
First gen controllers
Every
are
single
terrible
button is
though.
bigger, the joystick is bigger. I saw that there was a pre-installed screen protector on the Switch, and it's true. I can see it. I'm gonna get a macro shot of it so you can see what I'm seeing. But they say
Yeah, they did a
don't remove
bad
it.
job. putting it on.
And now that I've seen the instructions, okay, I won't. But if you want to install one on top of it, that's cool too. Like Dbrand has a Prism screen protector you can install on top of this one, and that will hold it and protect
So
whatever's
two.
underneath. Now, one of the big Switch 2 talking points, which
Okay.
I mentioned in that last video, was that game that essentially acts as a tutorial to learn about your Switch doesn't come with it. It's not free, and it's not here. But there are some built-in tutorial things, like how to use mouse controls. If I pop one of these off, select next, and follow the on-screen guide.
That's like PlayStation making what's that game they made? That's their mascot now.
Playboy? What is it called? I said
Something bot,
first of all,
something.
ban me. Because why did I say that?
So I don't know if you can see that, but I am using this.
What's it called, bro?
controller,
PlayStation
and
Boy
also
or
with the
Station
scroll inside
Man or
windows,
whatever
which
the
is kinda
frick?
nice. And then of course I can select.
That's fire,
select using
bro.
that top button. So it works pretty well. I think there's gonna be a couple of games.
Oh,
where
Astrobot. Yeah, it's like
Astrobot,
making
yeah.
Astrobot
It's
and
the
then
box, but it's
like
probably not something that
charging
I'm
money
gonna
for
use.
it.
Like I did that wheelchair soccer game when I was doing the demo when I first tried the Switch 2, and it worked pretty well. But yeah, we'll see what other games end up using that. So for those wondering what the rest of the home screen stuff looks like, because this is also something we haven't seen yet, looks pretty familiar. You've got your picture up at the top because that's your account, and I'm sure I'll blur my friend code so nobody spams me. But then of course your games, and then underneath, game chat's in there, settings are in here. I can go to, let's see, can I change my display refresh rate? TV resolution is automatic, but up to 4K, which is great. So it doesn't look like I can decide to go down to 60 hertz. This is for just TV. Yeah, I feel like these new Joy-Cons are almost as much of an upgrade as the new screen. just having these huge new buttons, the whole Joy-Con being bigger, ergonomically it's better, the haptics are better. I should probably drop the sound a little bit, but yeah, it is much better to game on an individual Joy-Con with the new ones. So if you're thinking about Switch 2, oh, is that really that much of an
I'm calling him in 4K. Why he acting like he playing the game?
upgrade?
I'm
that
sorry.
to game
I'm
on,
sorry, bro. I love your content, man.
it's
I'm
gonna
sorry.
feel different because of the Joy-Cons just as much as the screen. So here's all three Switches. All
No,
lined up
yeah,
next
no,
to each
that's
other.
completely
Switch
bigger than
1,
freaking.
OG,
That's
Switch
completely
OLED,
bigger than.
new kickstand, OLED screen.
Nah,
Switch 2.
it's good. They did good.
Obviously, the biggest difference
mean,
is just that it's bigger. I mean, just as my first
uh,
impression, the bigger Joy-Cons make
for
such a
me,
big difference. So most people are going to enjoy bigger Joy-Cons and bigger screen.
I'll let him finish.
We
It's
also
almost
are
done.
expecting an OLED version later. I'm going to get to much more detail in the full review, but also if you're considering getting a Switch 2, you're probably also thinking about getting a case, in which case you should consider the Kill Switch by channel sponsor Dbrand. Okay, so this is the Kill Switch case. Also,
All right.
thanks for watching. Get subscribed.
Okay.
Hey Joe,
That's not what's
Okay, so like I was saying, I mean, like, yeah, it's bigger, but the Switch was like already. The Switch was like already uncomfortable to play with, especially if you're not used to like those big type of handhelds. So imagine playing on that. It's kind of like worse.
Yeah, that's understandable.
But I mean, it is what it is. You get used to it once you keep playing it. It's more like I said, it's more like a what's that console? The Wii U. It literally reminds me of the Wii U,
I see what you
just a more modern version. But yeah.
mean. But chat, without further ado, man, it was fun being here for the video. I mean, being here to be on live, once again. Hopefully I'm able to stream Wednesday. Oh shoot. I'm here able to stream Wednesday and Saturday. You feel me? Maybe even Thursday. But hey man. Once again, thanks for being here. God bless everyone, and I'll see you on the next stream. Peace.